Hey, beautiful humans. Something I was reflecting on in my meditation this morning was just how we all want to understand everything and we want to know all the things, yet there's so much unknown in life, in the universe, and really the only thing we know is now, right? And then also like our past experiences. But our past experiences don't actually like exist. They were just a thing that happened one time. And all we really have now is the memory of that. And so when we think about that and kind of let that go, because it's just a memory at this point, right? It has the meaning in which we've assigned it. And all we have is right now. Like that's the one thing we know for sure is like what is going on right now. And yet we go on, these quests within ourselves and outside of ourselves to find knowledge and wisdom and like understand how everything works and all the things. It's something I've really been thinking about and researching because I want to know too, right? Like I want to know the answers. Is I'm really fascinated by how spirituality, like particularly new age spirituality, really is born from science and and there's a lot of hard feelings in the science community about the use of certain language and concepts in the spiritual community. And I really want to understand the gaps and like bridge the gap, and kind of debunk the shit that doesn't make any sense. And that's something I want to do for myself. And I'm just so curious about it. And it's not in a way that I must know the answers, right? This is different, a shift for me. Um, Instead of needing to know the answers in order to validate like my existence or who I am or validate my beliefs, I want to know because it feels expansive. It feels like an opportunity to get to know this new perspective because I've always known that, science and spirituality are basically the same fucking thing, but I never really took time to understand it. I just sort of brushed it off. And the more I reflect on it, I'm like, wow, I am actually curious. Like, what do they mean truly when they say raise your fucking vibration? Like, what the hell does that actually mean? Like, we know from an emotional standpoint what that means. So, but do we know from that scientific, the place that it was actually born from, right? Because our words create our world. And if we don't understand that, then what kind of story are we writing for ourselves? And at the same time, even in all of this knowledge that I'm gaining, I've learned so much. And I just like my mind is blown because the truth is, every time I learn something new, it just opens up more questions, which really means we will never have all the answers, right? Science is beautiful and, it's like this mode of discovery, this quest always. But that's the thing too is like the more research we do, the more we realize we don't fucking know. We don't have all the answers. Wow, like how beautiful is that? To take a moment to really breathe in all of the unknown, to really revel in everything that we just don't understand and how much that is truly versus like we think we fucking know all the things. We think we've got a pretty good grasp because we've learned so much ourselves as the human species. But this universe is fucking like infinite. There's like infinite number of things to learn and expand into because it's always expanding and so are we. And so the journey will never be done. And so, what is it when we understand this one concept? Even for me now, what is it when I understand more about how science and spirituality intersect? What will that do for me? Because thus far, it's just raised more questions. And that excites me because I get to just go on this journey, but I get to go on that journey knowing that all the truth is held right now. Everything that I really need to know is just now, and experience is now. And while there is true like power, from my perspective in really understanding some of these concepts, I also recognize that I know so little that I look up one concept and now I'm looking up 15 more because Every word is meaning something different. And it just reminds me that it's all fucking semantics. It all boils down to speaking our truth in a way that makes us feel comfortable and safe and basically fucking validated. And then we connect with other people who share that same perspective. And then we dismiss people who do not. Wow, what if we could hold space for all beliefs? I love hearing about other people's beliefs. I love hearing about science and learning because I'm just like, whoa, we are powerful fucking beings. Like, it completely grounds me into my own beliefs hearing about science. And I'm just like, yes, we are the source and we are so powerful. It's amazing. And some people don't like their beliefs being poked and prodded and challenged because it's a fucking fragile system, right? Like, our beliefs just are beliefs. That's it. It's just a thought process. But can we move outside of that and beyond ourselves and hold space for like the infinite number of beliefs that there are in the world and be open to hearing them and allow it to challenge us and move through that discomfort? That's a huge growth point if we're feeling uncomfortable in other people's beliefs. Why? That just means you're not grounded into your own. It means that you have room to understand yourself even more. That's not a bad thing. That's a fucking gift. The awareness of that is a gift because you can use it as an opportunity to grow. I used to not want to hear about science because I knew that it was challenging my spiritual beliefs. And the more I ground into myself, I'm like, fucking bring it on. I want to know all the things, right? Knowing that it's just semantics, that it's another way to understand our experience here. And I find it fascinating and I don't get caught up in it now, right? I don't feel afraid to dive into it. It's expansive. So if there's things that are unknown to you, be with that. Be with the discomfort of the unknown because there's huge amounts of growth in that for all of us because most of what is going on is unknown. Like, I'm just one person here right now. There's fucking like 7 billion people on the planet. I don't know all things that are happening all over this planet, never mind the fucking galaxy or the universe. Really? It's so complex and intricate. And the best thing that we can do for ourselves is surrender into that unknown and be grounded into ourselves in the present moment of now. How beautiful is that? It just really, really excites me to know how much unknown there is. We have this like infinite potential of growth because there's so much unknown. Wow, how fucking amazing. That excites me. That's my motherfucking Monday morning right here. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go be in the unknown and go probably read some things and get excited about it and like sit with the discomfort of what I do or don't discover. Because that's the journey, right? It's like following those little intuitive pulls. Like, I've really been feeling called to explore more science. So why not do it? Right? Why not see what shows up for me? So wonderful. And at the same time, right, it's really important to remember to not get caught up in it, to simply follow the pull and not become all consumed. It's a balance. It's something that I've struggled with in the past. So I'm very present. I could be very all or nothing. And so on this journey of balance that I come more and more into myself with, I can hold space for so much more going on because we are just this moment. We are the fucking space holders for whatever experience is happening. And I can just let it flow through me and learn these things and not have to feel fucking insecure about it. Like, my entire spiritual system is going to crash if I learn about science. No, it's beautiful. It expands me even more. And I'm excited to do that. So, whatever the things are for you, whether you want to explore something, do it. Be with the discomfort of that. Or if you're really sitting in the unknown and you want answers that you're not getting, wow, how perfect is that too? Be with that discomfort of the unknown because the reality is no matter how much we know, there is so much more unknown to us. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. Lots of love to you, and I will catch you on the flip side.